Mids win at 75-52. Just for a shooter, Mike Heary and I talk about this all the time. You just got to shoot. You got to stay locked in, loaded. Finally start to see some of these go through the hoop. What does it mean for this offense when you can guys get some perimeter offense like
paint to our guys like Mitch and Mike and Drape who can really be really efficient down there? And so when guys like me, AB, AI can really start to spread the floor by hitting a couple of outside jumpers, it makes the whole offense a lot more cohesive, a lot more fluid, and be able to put up a lot more points than we have when it's not really falling. So it's been a huge bonus for us these past couple games.
Take us inside the locker room here for a minute. You got a guy that comes in from football, wants to play basketball. Coaching staff obviously familiar with him. They tried to recruit him for basketball. And then to see Donovan Draper hit the floor, what's it been like to watch his development in camp and everything leading up to this? Are any of you all surprised the production he's given you all?
I mean, of course, like he didn't play basketball for 2 years at Naps, and then freshman year here, and then his ability to be able to just step on the floor and be a huge role for us is, I mean, yeah, it's a little surprising for me, surprising for us, but I'm so happy for him. He worked his butt off, and I'm really happy for the way he's been able to come in and really help us. We would not be here without him. Yeah, no, it's been huge and a great surprise for us.
Talk about the depth of this group, though. I mean, the one thing we are seeing is there's a lot of guys that can play on this team. As you guys are navigating this pre-conference schedule and really sorting out the rotation, I mean, how big can this rotation be? Because it appears as if you guys have a lot of talent on this team.
Yeah, no, we have so much talent on this team. There's our motto is like strength in numbers. We know that we don't have the minutes and the veteran guys that we've had in the years past, but we know that our bench is so much deeper than it ever has been, and so that's where we can really get guys tired. We can get the other team exhausted, and we can just keep putting new guys in who can all contribute, all have different strengths, and it's huge for us, the depth of our bench.
Coach talked about you guys as guards really needed to go rebound today. It's a very athletic team that will really crash the glass. 6 rebounds for you here today between you and the two Austins. You guys are in double digits with rebounds. Is that really a big factor for you guys and really trying to limit the amount of second opportunities because they've got great athletes crashing the glass?
Absolutely. We want to limit their expos and be able to get the ball in the hand of our guards and be able to push the floor. We're trying to get the ball up faster, get into offense, see if we can get a quick layup, and then get into our actions. And so for the guards to go and rebound, it's that's going to be pivotal for us. And then on top of the defensive end, our bigs are going to go get their big guys, and some of the guards are going to get back. So we have to go get the ball and then get it off the floor.
As an experienced player on this team, what's this week coming up like where the semester's coming to an end, exams are on the horizon, and you're trying to cram essentially a couple of games in this week? What's the key to navigating all of this as a basketball player here at the Academy?
The key is to just, when you step on the floor, you just forget it. There's so much stuff that goes on here at the Naval Academy, and you're always going to be a little bit rushed, and you're always going to be a little worried about am I forgetting something? Do I have a big test tomorrow? But this is a lot of our guys' way to kind of forget about that, get on the court, and just remember that we're basketball players. This is fun, and so for us, it's just get on the court, have fun, be with each other, spend some time with each other, and it's a ball with your bros, I like to say. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun and to get your mind off of school.
All right, big fella, appreciate it. Good effort. We'll see you on Tuesday.
I appreciate it.
You got it. Mac MacDonald joining us here as the Mids win it by a count of 75-52. Going to be joined here by Associate Head Coach Jon Perry coming up. And
what's up, buddy?
This is 2 games in a row now. I mean, you hold opponents to 52 and 47 points, and I know as a team, if those are going to be the numbers, it's going to give you guys a chance to win. But the 9 days where you had a chance to practice coming back from California, for a team that has a lot of guys still struggling, learning how to play the extended minutes, what was that period like for you all to help this group? Because they've come back a completely different team defensively.
Yeah, it's a great point. Really good evaluation. I think the time spent together on the road was priceless. Spending the morning with the Navy SEALs and learning about how they work as a unit, I think was really powerful for our team. And those guys heard that, and they're starting to apply some of those things that we learned, those lessons learned out there. The first 4 games were challenging for us, pretty high-level opponents, and we're trying to figure out how are we going to win, who's going to step up, kind of what's going on with lineups, and I think it's starting to come together for us.
12 rebounds from the starting guards. Coach emphasized that as a huge deal in this game. You were going to have to get that from them. Austin on Wednesday night did a great job by themselves, but Mac got into the act today too with 6 rebounds for you. Why is that important, especially when you got 2 guys that can really push the ball like both of the Austins can when they're on the floor together?
Yeah, Coach preaches that. You know, when we were at Penn State, we had our guards were our best rebounders, and these guys are starting to buy into that, right? We're playing 2 point guards together. They drew, I don't know how many fouls. AI, AB, and Drape drew 19 fouls today, right? AI and AB were 13 for 16 from the free throw line, right? So if those guys will just go rebound the ball, man, they can play basketball. We don't really have to run anything down here, right? It's just time and score and trying to figure out, do we have an advantage, do we not have an advantage? So he's going to stay on them, and he challenged them. The big key to this game was us winning the rebounding war. Yeah. And it was the first time, at back-to-back games, actually, we've won the big 3 stats: defensive field goal percentage, rebounding, and turnovers. We were pluses in all those categories.
And you were -3 rebounding at halftime. And you end up +6. I mean, it's a gigantic change in that category. But, you know, I just asked Mac, you know, you obviously recruited Donovan Draper, so you knew what kind of a skill set he had. And I asked Mac, I'm like, you know, here you watch this guy, hasn't played in a while, all of a sudden he shows up on y'all's doorstep. He wants to be a part of the family. And he had remarked about just how hard Donovan has worked just to get to where he is right now. That seems to be working out with an electric combination between him and Mike at that spot for you guys right now. When you have 2 athletes who can give you that caliber of athleticism and do all of the different things, the deflections, the rebounding, just what does that do for this defense that makes it even better? And really, we've seen it shine over the last 2 games.
Yeah, it's a really good point. We're super grateful that Donovan's with us, right? He's got a nose for the ball, offensively and defensively. He's very coachable. He's getting better in practice, so that's a great evaluation, right? And I mean, you know, we're 6 games into this thing, and he just keeps getting better and better and more comfortable and more comfortable. And we're starting to play a little small with him and Mike together. Some games we'll switch some stuff, some games we won't. But we're super thankful to have Donovan. Yes, double-double. I think it's back-to-back double-doubles, right, for him. So,
what was the difference in the second half where you just didn't foul as much?
You know, I think it's moving your feet. We really emphasize being in the gaps against this team. Really good drivers, right? They're looking to go one-on-one a lot. And I think showing our hands a little bit more. May have got a better whistle, don't know. To that be a fact, maybe because they're down there and we're not telling them too much in front of us in the first half, right? We're not trying to help too much from the sideline. You know, it's really important that they come together in the second half and they start communicating and talking, and we just kind of sit over there and enjoy the ride.
Yep, no doubt about it. We always love it when to win. It's much easier to smile after the games. 2 in a row now. We'll see you Tuesday night at GW.
We'll see what happens. Beat Army.